woman that, once again, see what a lot of men today are talking about when they're in the area of modern women. And I want you to hear what she has to say, because she's actually making an apology to a lot of the men.
Fellas, from the bottom of my heart, I owe y'all an apology, because I thought y'all was lying. I really, really thought y'all was lying, and I'm sorry. I'm in a little single mingle group on Facebook, and I done got in a couple of little back and forths in there a couple times with the women. Because, what? The stuff that they expect, the stuff that they don't want to do, that they not going to do, the stuff that come out their mouth, or should I say that they write with their fingers. I don't even know why I'm in the group, because I'm not even really looking. But I did it for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And I just be looking at the post in the comments, and I'm like, yo, the dudes wasn't lying. They wasn't lying. It be the women. And I owe y'all an apology. I'm so sorry. I feel bad for y'all.
You know, a lot of times people think that men are lying when they're saying things about, women they're trying to date in society. And the men not trying to be out here just talking. That's not what men do. But when you hear too many men saying the exact same thing and in different locations, different environment, American culture in itself is just really not in a good place, I'm going to say. And unfortunately, because of that has affected people's relationships, whether they even marriages, boyfriend, girlfriend. It's affected a lot of people's relationships, okay? And because it's affected a lot of people's relationships, that's why it's hard for people to even get in them these days. You don't really have the nucleus you used to have to hold these relationships together. You know what I'm saying? Things, in my opinion, are so out of order and what they used to be a long time ago. And, what you have today versus, say, in the past, a lot of women got their hand out now. They expect you to give them money when that wasn't even a thing. Now, women be giving gifts or whatever, but just meeting a dude and telling him, give me some money to get my hair and nails done. Like, just met you. What are you talking about? And they be talking to the 10, 12 other dudes in their phone. You know what I'm saying? But they go ask you for it. And then they got some men they won't even ask a dime for. You know what I'm saying? Like, the expectation is crazy. Asking a man to help you pay your rent, you just met him. Asking a man to help you pay your car note, you just met him. I always tell men, don't get with a woman that's a financial burden. If she can't take care of her situation by herself, then you need to leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? You need a grown woman. A grown woman take care of her own bills. She don't need you for that. She don't need you for that at all. But just the expectation should be taking you on these vacations. He just met you. Why should he be taking you on an international trip? That don't make sense. That's why this woman realized what was going on. Like, okay, I get it. And it makes it real difficult. Really, really difficult. In the area of, because a lot of men, believe it or not, I know you don't believe this, but trust me when I'm telling you this. A lot of men want families. A lot of men want wives. Yes, even in the modern era. But the reason why a lot of men aren't quick to do it is not because they don't want to, but because could you find somebody like your grandma in this day and time? It's very hard. Or your great auntie or whatever. Could you find that? That may be the most difficult thing for you is to look for those qualities. And those qualities aren't anything that you need to have a doctorate degree in neuroscience. No, it's just basic things that grandma would do for grandpa. Now, some of them say, oh, well, it's not the same time period and this and that. And oh, grandpa, he was something else too. And I'm not saying grandpa wasn't something else. But here's the thing. Those women had men. Those women had homes. No relationship is perfect. None will ever be. But grandma didn't have to call nobody to go pay her bills because her husband paid them bills. Yeah, the husband wasn't perfect, but grandma didn't have to be out there struggling and doing a thing. Grandma didn't have to worry about paying no car note. She didn't even know how much the car note was. Grandma didn't have to worry about paying any bills in that house because he did it. You understand? People always want to look for the few toxic relationships they had in the past, like toxic relationships don't go on today. Or somebody's toxic marriage. But not everybody's relationship was toxic. There are a lot of good brothers out there taking care of their wives, not beating on them and not cheating on them. To the point the wife didn't even know what the bills were because he always took care of it. That's just really what it is. And a lot of men will want that kind of life, they say, like with grandma, but, grandma today could be 35. Grandma today is still trying to keep her youth today. See, back in the day with my grandmother, grandmother was grandmother. That's what it was. They accepted that role. They was cool with that role. They embraced that role. They loved it. Taking care of kids, cooking, having family dinners like that. They love that. Today, that's not happening. Because the grandmas are so young, unfortunately, they couldn't even get to the point where they wanted to do that. Having all these kids so young now. But that's what men are talking about. It's not easy. It's not easy. And as a man, you better make the right call, whatever woman you're picking. Because the woman could take you to the height of heaven and can take you to the depths of hell based on your choice. That's just really what that is. So, yeah, the expectations is crazy. And that's why, men have to be careful.